The UK is poised to kick off US trade talks ahead of discussions with the EU. City AM understands. Prime Minister Boris Johnson expected to fly to Washington in early February to leverage the goodwill he has at the front end of negotiations. Johnson's team charged with securing a US trade deal is pretty much set, according to two sources close to the situation. The government was given a boost by US President Donald Trump yesterday, expressing his hopes for a tremendous trade deal. Read more. Trump Davos 2020 speech. US could do tremendous trade deal with UK Chief Negotiation Advisor Crawford Falconer is expected to oversee talks on both sides of the Atlantic, ensuring read-through with the EU trade team, which will be led by David Frost.Shanker Singham, a former advisor to the Department for International Trade, is also understood to be working closely with the government.The UK's negotiating mandate for US trade talks is being scrutinised by cabinet ministers, and is expected to prioritise financial services, defence and government procurement, City AM can reveal. Washington set out its position more than a year ago, with agricultural products high on the agenda. It prompted concerns that food standard issues could become a sticking point, with one insider saying the US would not accept disguised methods of protectionism. They said, the US is not going to be thrilled with the UK saying let's keep the EU's SPS, sanitary and phytosanitary, rules, that will have to change if the government wants to do a deal with the US, although that doesn't necessarily mean lowering of standards. The source added, you don't get off first base with the states if you say we are going to keep European regulation. The UK is believed to be seeking liberalisation for financial and other professional services. The hope is that a bare-bones interim deal can be struck by the summer, supplemented by mini-deals, which is understood to be an approach favoured by Trump. Read more. Davos 2020, Carrie Lam disappointed by rating downgrade. Parallel talks are expected to take place with the EU, with a constructive proposal expected to land before a formal negotiating mandate. Talks with Brussels are scheduled to start in early March. But an ongoing row over the Tory commitment to a tech tax on mainly US-based firms reared its head again yesterday. The US Treasury Secretary told a Davos audience the UK would be hit with tariffs if they proceeded with the plan. Johnson's spokesman said, Britain wants a global solution on taxing digital firms. During the election campaign, a senior Tory source told City AM that a tech tax would be a red line for the UK in negotiations. For more on this story, visit the news article link.